Today we're going to learn cursive C and cursive O. So like always, get a dry erase board out and a marker. And if you need to pause the video to get those materials, you can do so. So we're going to start with cursive cursive C. So we start at the bottom, okay? And we come up and around to make a hook, come back down the same way and around and make another little hook. That's cursive C. Start at the bottom, come up and around, slide back down the same way and around, never picking up your pencil. So go ahead and try a couple with me. Draw your line and let's do a few together. Starting at the bottom, come up and around, slide back around and down and make a little hook. Lowercase c. Let's try one more here. Starting at the bottom, come up and around, slide back around and down, and make a hook. Lowercase c. Okay? Now, let's try lowercase o. Lowercase o is formed very similarly to lowercase c. So we start at the bottom, we come up and around to make a hook. This time we slide back down and around just like we did with the C. But here we're going to come all the way back up to attach it and then make a little hook at the top. Let's try another one. Okay. Now I want you to try a couple with me as well. So draw your line and let's try a couple lowercase o's. Starting at the bottom here, up and around, slide back around and down, back up to connect it and make a hook. And I'll make one down here. Okay, slide up and around, slide back down, come back up and connect it and make a hook. Lowercase o. Now I should make a note that both lowercase c and lowercase o only go up to the dotted line. So if you had a dotted line here and a tall line up here, it would stop when you get to the dotted line. The same with lowercase cursive o. It only goes to the dotted line. It does not go all the way to the top. So after you've practiced lowercase c and o on your board, put them aside and get out your cursive writing page. You're on page 5, and this has C and O on it. So just like we did on our boards, you're going to want to trace these C's, which I'm going to let you do on your own, and then I'm going to show you how to make a couple as well with the lines. So let's start here at the bottom. After you trace your own, you're going to slide up and around to make a hook, slide back around and down, and stop right there. Let's try another one. Slide up and around to make a hook, slide back down and around, and stop there. Lowercase c, notice how it stops at the dotted line. Okay, you're going to want to make a whole row of lowercase c's down here. And then let's try to connect two C's together. I'm going to show you how to do that. Let's trace this one. Start at the bottom, come up and around to make a hook, slide back around and down, come back up and around to make another hook, slide back down and around. And I'm going to do two here so you can see how I form them. So starting at the bottom, come up and around to make a hook, slide back down and around, come back up, 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 slide, make a hook, back down and around. Two C's connected. Now, lowercase o's, you're going to trace those first, and then I'm going to show you how to make a couple on your own. So feel free to pause the video if you want to trace them, or you can go back later and do that. So starting at the bottom, come up and around, slide back down and around, come all the way up to connect it, and then make a little hook at the end. Let's do another one. Okay. Notice how, again, everything stays under the dotted line. Now, make another row of all lowercase o's, and then let's try to connect two o's together. So I will trace these first. Starting at the bottom, come up and around, back down and make a hook. And this time I'm going to make a hook, and I'm going to go right into my next O. And back down and around and make a hook. So watch closely how I form the two O's together here, because it's a little different. You're not coming all the way back down to make that next O. You're connecting the two O's with a little hook in the middle. So watch. I'm going to come up and around here, back down and around. Then this time I'm going to make a hook, and I'm going to go right into the top, slide back down and around, and connect that O. Okay? So let's try another one. These are trickier. Come up and around, back down and around, make a hook, and this time I go right into my O. Just like that. Two O's together. Remember, we don't need to do the activity at the bottom. Please look over your cursive page to make sure your C's and your O's look a lot like the ones that are shown in the examples before you turn in your book. And then put it under the whiteboard ledge open to this page so I can check it.